Hey everyone, Jason here, entrepreneur and digital marketing consultant, and in this outsourcing hacks video, we're going to be diving into how you can pump out more videos for your channel without getting burned out by tapping into the power of outsourcing. So if you're interested in being successful with your channel long term, building a team is absolutely critical to that long-term success. So I'm going to be pulling back the curtain to show you exactly how I work with individuals on my team to make sure that we consistently post videos to this channel and for our clients. And when you stick around to the end, I'll be sharing with you a little outsourcing pro tip, especially if you're just getting started. So the first step to outsourcing your content creation for your YouTube channel is coming up with some sort of outline of a process so you can begin to identify what pieces you don't want to do anymore. Now, if you haven't already done this or you don't want to do it for yourself, you can go ahead and just copy this diagram. This is my process for creating every single upload to this channel. And the very first step is research. And with the research phase, that's figuring out what types of videos you're going to be posting on your channel. So one way to outsource this is to head over to Upwork or Fiverr. This is one of the few that you can use Fiverr for, and find someone who's really good at either doing keyword research for YouTube or some sort of blog or content expert who can look at your channel and then go find a bunch of video ideas or keywords for you. So on the low end of the budget, you're looking at $50, and in the high end, you're looking at $200. So if you're just looking for keywords, 25 to 50 bucks, and you'll have more keywords than you'll know what to do with, and you'll be able to create a lot of great ideas out of those keywords. So it's a great way to kind of jumpstart that brainstorming process so you don't feel like you have to come up with all the ideas yourself. And if you have a little bit more of a budget, $150 to $200 is going to allow you to hire a content expert who can really take a deep dive and actually come up with topics and video headlines for you. And speaking of headlines, that's step number 2 in the process, and that is writing. And this is one of the steps that I typically don't outsource. However, I do know of other YouTubers that I've talked to where they actually have someone write the script for them and then either memorize it or use a teleprompter to deliver it. And this is a great way to cut down on the amount of time it takes you to film something, especially if you already have a script. You can just look up and down at your notes or up at your notes wherever your notes are, or if you want to get fancy, you can learn how to use a teleprompter and really speed up the time it takes to put together a YouTube video. And you're looking at a budget of anywhere from $200 to $500 because script writers can get quite pricey. Now, the next step in our process is production, and this is actually recording the video like I'm doing right now. You probably can't outsource that part unless you're doing a bunch of whiteboard videos or you're just doing explainer videos with pictures. And the editing process, the beast, the big elephant in the room. Chances are, if you've been doing YouTube videos for any length of time, this is the one task that takes up the most amount of time and is the least fun. So to help you get started outsourcing the editing process without having to pay an editor who's anywhere from 30 to 50 bucks an hour, it adds up really quickly. I can tell you from personal experience. So what you do is you sit down, you record the video, and you cut out all your ums, your ahs. If you get rambling on something, you chop that out so that you can hand a rough draft version of everything that you want said in the video to an editor. And then it's going to cut down the amount of time it takes the editor to color adjust, add lower thirds, add some graphics to your video. So all of that fun stuff that makes your video a little more engaging than just sitting in front of the camera and talking can be outsourced relatively inexpensively, because most of the cost of outsourcing video editing is the video editor trying to read your mind and figure out what you did or didn't want in the video or vlog. So just an easy hack to cut down on the cost of outsourcing your video editing. And so video editing, you're going to be looking at anywhere from $75 all the way up to $300 to do this. Just depends on how fancy you get. And then for your actual video graphics, that's anywhere from $15 to $50 per video. And this next step is actually debated quite a bit, but I am still a big proponent of YouTube SEO. And one of the easiest ways to get started with outsourcing your YouTube content creation is having someone do the tag research and writing the SEO descriptions for your videos. And this is something that's really easy to outsource because someone can watch your video or they can look at your show notes and create a description and find the right tags for your video. And finally, the last step in the process is the actual promotion. This is when you post it. This is where you share it across all the other social media channels. And this is actually the place that I recommend starting. And it's also the least expensive to start because you're probably only going to be paying a VA anywhere from $15 or as little as $5 to get this done for you. And as a content creator, this is something that's really small. It's really easy to have someone get started with this as you kind of refine the rest of the process so you can start outsourcing. And it gets you in the mindset of delegating tasks that aren't important. Remember, You're the content creator, so your job is to create the content, not necessarily be the one who always posts it. Which leads me into my pro tip for you in this outsourcing hacks video for content creation, and that is hiring a VA at least for 2 to 3 hours a week to help you with that promotion process. And you can always scale up their hours later. And this is the best way to get started, because really you're looking to build a team long term. You're not just looking for a bunch of freelancers. You're not just looking for a bunch of Fiverr gigs that you can order over and over again. You're going to be much more successful long term if you hire people and try to bring them inside your process and actually grow with you, your company, and your channel. So thank you so much for watching. If you got some value out of this video, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe, because over on my channel, I'm documenting the entire process of what it takes to build a digital business from scratch, and of course, building your team and understanding how to outsource, especially when it comes to the time-consuming tasks of creating YouTube videos, is essential to your long-term success and helping you not burn out. So go ahead, comment below if you have any questions on outsourcing. Make sure you check out the link to the full playlist on how to hire a great freelancer on Upwork. And until the next video, keep building the business you love.